What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Colts franchise. It's the bye week. We usually don't do our own episode for the bye week, but we are because there's a lot. There's a lot happening. One, we are the number 3 seed in the AFC. However, we have lost 3 in a row to some pretty easy opponents. One thing I do want to take a look at here are the stats really quick for our quarterback, Carson Wentz. He's got about 3,000 passing yards, 18 touchdowns, 215 picks. Sam Ehlinger and Britton Knox both got time last week, but Sam Ehlinger looked amazing. And so, if you ignore that we are the number 1 offense in the NFL, we do have the number 1 points per game. But if you look there, we have the 24th passing offense. And our defensive point per game is the worst. We have the worst defensive pass yards per game. And so, big things that are happening. One, Sam Ehlinger is going to get the start. Britton Knox is going to go down to our 3rd string. Carson Wentz will back up Sam Ehlinger. But Sam Ehlinger is going to be our starter. You know, he doesn't really do anything better than Carson, but he played better than him last week. And so Sam Ehlinger will be our starter. Also, we have our defensive coordinator. 3 bad games in a row. Marlon Burgess is fired. And now, as we think about who could possibly come here and replace Marlon, there's Terry Allen, 3-4. I want to run a 4-3. So our options are Sammy Rios, Hubert Griffith, James Owens, Logan Henry. That's about it. And so, thinking about what coaches are defensive minded, we got McDermott here is my main target. So we have Logan Henry, and we have Sammy Rios, which is 4.75 and 4.75. What makes them different? Nothing, virtually. But we are going to sign Sammy Rios, hiring him to come in and be our defensive coordinator here. So Sammy Rios is now the man to head this defense. We're going to get some X factors, and we are going to go down the left side here. Obviously, our old defensive coordinator had a lot of stuff done. And so, that's okay. So, Sammy Rios is now here. He is going to be the man to hopefully turn this defense around. He's going to be here for 3 years for $6 million. But that is not it. We are going to change our defense to the best fit. It's a 4-6. Looks like would be the best. We're actually going to go base 4-3 defense here. 4.75 is what Sammy runs, but we're actually going to go to you. But our defensive playbook is going to go to Buffalo. So Sean McDermott, his defense is in here now. Still got Frank Reich and all them here. We're going to see what happens now. And so as we do the weekly strategy, it doesn't really matter. But what does matter is out of all these people, who should we take out? And the answer is Costin. He's coming out. Sam Ellinger's going in. It's a big week. It is a huge week. Getting out of here with just a shoulder strain for Granson. It is okay. Alright, so those were our main things. However, if we look at the free agency, if quarterback continues to be a problem, Ryan Fitzpatrick is here on the market. So is Taysom Hill, Nick Foles, and Case Keenum. I think obviously Nick Foles has a history here with both Carson Wentz and Frank Reich. He would be an interesting name to watch. Just something to keep in mind if we continue to struggle. But as of right now, it is Sam Ellinger's job to lose. We're going to do some negotiating really quick. Greedy Williams, undecided. Kari Willis, undecided. T.Y., I would like you back on a 1-year deal, though. Actually, we're going to wait for you to regress. Levi Onwuzurike, you're out of here. Davion Taylor, I would give you a 2-year deal if you take this. Ndamukong Suh, no. Xavier Rhodes, no. Costin, I'm going to give you... I'll give you this. He wants a better salary. McIntosh, probably not. Tate, no. Steven Smith, no. Clayton, maybe. Lockie, I'll give you that. Mike Lucas, gone. Knox, we had fun, but he's probably gone. Rashad Penny's not coming back. James Smith's not coming back. Eric Fisher's not coming back. Paris Campbell's interesting. I'd offer him this. That's the best I'm going to offer him. I'm going to let him kind of walk. And that's all the negotiating we're going to do. One last thing I want to do is look at the awards, and then we'll also look at stats. But yearly awards here, Jonathan Taylor, MVP. I mean, good for him. Dan Campbell, Coach of the Year. Don't imagine we're in here. We are not. Jonathan Taylor, Offensive Player of the Year. Okereke, Defensive Player of the Year with Darius Leonard and DeForest Buckner. Ndamukong Suh's also there. Let's see if we have any other offensive players. Probably not. We don't. Schaefer, the quarterback that tore us up, is actually in the running for Rookie of the Year. So interesting little thing going down in Jacksonville. Guess they just going to have a really good backup. They also have Bryce Richardson for Defensive Player of the Year. Good for them, but not good for us. Nobody in the best quarterback. Jonathan Taylor here for best running back. Laviska Shenault. So the Jaguars really having a good year. Quentin Nelson, best O-lineman. DeForest Buckner there at number 2 for best D-lineman. Okereke, best linebacker. Marshawn Lattimore there for best DB. Best kicker. Blankenship is 3. So some interesting stuff. But let's look at our yearly stats. Again, Carson, almost 3,000 yards, 18 touchdowns, 15 picks. If we take a look, it has tied his, the most picks for him. Out of all the possibilities, the most picks for him, right there. First year. I don't know why it says Indy, though. You shouldn't say Indy. You should say Philadelphia, correct? Unless my brain doesn't function. But again, really just not great. Sam Ellinger, we'll see what he can do. Rushing, Jonathan Taylor, dominant. Naheem Hines, good change of pace. Carson had some good rushes. Njoku 800. He'll most likely get to 1,000. Ty could, probably not. Pittman's not going to. GJ Trump definitely not. Which is kind of disappointing. He started off the year pretty good, but he has slowed down. So Njoku's really been our main receiving target. Okereke and Darius Leonard with over 100 tackles. 40 TFLs for Okereke, 25 for Darius Leonard. Sacks, 14 for Buckner, 12 for Sue, 7 for Okereke, 4 for Harrison, 2 for Kwity Paye and Teray. 3 picks for Marshawn Lattimore. A couple people here with 2. And Blankenship is 15 for 17 on the year on his kicks. So we're going to simulate. We got the Raiders next week. All right, so we do have a breakout player for the Raiders game, as well as some other stuff, upgrading some players and such. So we're going to get into that in the next episode. But until then, peace out.